All right, guys, welcome back to another New Legacy podcast. I got my man with me right here, Markos Fear
Yes, sir.
Mosi, right
Yes, sir.
here.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Um,
What's up, y'all?
Crazy, crazy. We've been working a lot on the back end, and you've been, putting a lot of events together. You're like the only gym in San Leandro that's have the amenity and the cool stuff that you guys offer. It's like, the laser sauna or something like that you
Hmm.
guys have. But yeah, you're running uncontested, so I wouldn't see why you would like it wouldn't take over the next 6 months
Hell
what you
yeah,
got
man.
going on. But so today we're gonna learn a little bit about Marcos, a little bit about his story, and he's here to make an impact. Like the business is started out of like a lot of pain and a lot of time. When we're going through like some major event, but you're here to live on with it. So
No doubt, man.
tell the audience a little bit about you and what you do.
For sure, man. Well, hey, first off, I really appreciate you for having me here, man. It's definitely a pleasure. Amazing setup and everything that you got going on, man. But yes, my name is Markos Mosi. For those of you that don't know me, I'm the founder and owner of Fear Training LLC, located in San Leandro, California. Um, I'm a fitness, I'm a fitness entrepreneur, mentor, coach. I not only dedicate my life to transforming bodies, but I also help other fitness professionals elevate their careers and their business. So I've been doing that now for about 3 years. Started my business in 2019 after during the pandemic. Actually, I would say during the pandemic,
Mhm.
and amazing story with how everything started. Obviously, I was pursuing firefighting,
Mhm.
so I was pursuing a whole different career path and just fell upon fitness, found a need that people needed to work out, and a lot of people did not know how to work out, did not know how to take care of themselves without an actual physical gym being present. So, during a hard time, I found a bright light and seeing that people need to one know how to take care of their health when all things start to fall apart, like COVID, everything shuts down,
Mhm.
and they need to know how to keep their bodies moving and maintain their health, right? So I was able to bring people together, whether it being on the football fields, tracks, or whatever it was,
Mhm.
and transferred from that to my backyard, from my backyard now to operating and owning my gym now. Have 10 coaches from running in by myself for
Mhm.
2 years. Now I have 10 coaches. The gym is fully set up, like you mentioned. We're the only gym in the East Bay region that has an infrared sauna, that has an inside and outside fully equipped gym, that has and offers the opportunity for other coaches to come in, build their personal brands, and get mentorship on top of that. So we're the only gym, the only brand that is offering that much value to the next generation of leaders and entrepreneurs. So Fear is far more than just a gym. We're out here really developing entrepreneurs, teaching people that you can get out of the matrix, things that you're used to,
Mhm.
and help other people. So my biggest thing is that I always wish that there was an opportunity that I had, that I could go somewhere and build my personal brand and work on myself or create a bigger impact, right? So I figure I didn't have that opportunity. Now I have the opportunity, but that opportunity is not just for myself, but it's an opportunity to bless others, and that's what I've been fortunate enough to do right now for the last 4 years.
Yeah, and the last like event you had all the vendors from
Hmm.
local businesses
For
come
sure.
to your gym. It's nobody else does it. Everyone's just like a gym promo, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you're like, hey, let me build out like a real community because
Hmm.
you're kind of known in the local area.
Yeah,
So
for sure. And that's always been the biggest thing, right? Like I've always had the mindset of, yes, I can offer value, or yes, I have the gym and people know me as the trainer, or they just know me as the cool guy that everybody gets along with, right? But what's the more value that I can provide? How can I bring more people together? And in the end, bringing more people together, you're creating a bigger impact. And that was my goal that I started Fear in the beginning, was to create a huge impact for people to come together, have a good time, get healthy, and for people to not feel like they have to be left out or they don't fit in because they don't fit a specific image in
Mhm.
which the fitness industry has, that really, like, it really shows that you have to fit this image or else you
Yes,
can't,
I mean
so
you're 100% right. Like
yeah.
when I first started to go to the gym, I was like super intimidated.
Hmm.
I didn't want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, I don't feel like getting judged. So I just didn't go for a gym like longest time.
For sure.
You
And
know.
I mean, you're amongst millions of others out there right now that are scared to go to the gym or scared to take that first step, right?
Mhm.
And fear is that hub where doesn't matter what you look like, doesn't matter what your background is, doesn't matter what you've been through, you can call that your safe space. There's no judgment. Everybody is working on themselves, everybody's highly motivated, and everybody's following in line with what we stand for at Fear. And so it just creates a huge community aspect, man. And I think that differentiates Fear from everywhere else because you can bring anybody from the street and they can feel like they've been a part of that family for a year, right? After just one workout. And that's something that we take huge pride in. I'm very fortunate about is that we can bring people from the community together. Doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter what they do, but we can all find ways that we can all benefit off one another. And again, create that the bigger vision, which is the impact.
Mhm.
So it's been a cool journey, man.
Yeah, I mean, like the crazy thing about entrepreneurship is like a lot of people they I don't know they sacrifice the whole vision just to like for this small thing that they're afraid to give up on. You know,
Yeah.
like my life changed when I started to my fitness. I'm not like the most six pack person, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like I just do fitness for mental health purposes.
For sure.
And um, yeah, it's just like I don't think people need to be like, oh, you need to get a six pack. And, I'm talking about like
Yeah.
everyone's like, no, it should just be a space where you decompress and get
Mm-hmm.
motivation and tap into like your higher potential.
Exactly, man. And a lot of people, for those that don't know as well, like I primarily work with women. Fear is primarily an all women's gym as well, right?
Mhm.
We do have men that go there and we're open to men attending our gym or being a part of our brand. And the reason why I'm going to get into that really quickly, why I adhere to majority women is because for a lot of women out there, they struggle with going to the gym, right?
Mhm.
We creating that safe space for them and showing them that, hey, it's bigger than just getting the big booty or the snatch waist or getting the six pack, right? But it's about can you run with your kids when you're 40?
Mhm.
Can you get up out of bed without holding your bag? Or can you walk a mile without feeling out of breath? Can you go up a flight of stairs
Mhm.
with your kid and being like, no, we don't have to take the elevator, let's take the stairs, right?
Mhm.
Can you go to your kids' practice, be active with them? That's how I'm thinking about impact, right? And fitness. Like, yes, we want the muscles. Yes, we want to force down diets. We want that. But if I can teach you that you can live a regular life,
Mhm.
look healthy, feel healthy, and actually enjoy putting yourself through a workout or showing up 4 or 5 times a week, I think that's more than a six pack, right? The
Mhm.
six pack eventually one day it'll go away,
Bro,
right?
literally one day you can just go to
One day,
IHOP.
literally one day it can go away.
Yeah.
But if I teach you how to have a balanced diet, I teach you how you can still enjoy. Oh, the kids need to go to McDonald's. You can get something small from there,
Yeah.
but this is what you have to do on the back end now to burn that off. If I can teach you that, now you've got your life back. You've got
Yeah.
the enjoyment of life back, and now you got this new element, new value of taking care of yourself.
You're just more realistic
Exactly.
because a lot of man. I mean, I do a lot of sales. I do a lot of marketing for fitness people, along with like life insurance, all the other
Mm-hmm.
businesses and stuff. But it's like sometimes when let's say you're like too hyper on the fitness, people that turns off a lot of
For
people.
sure.
Yes, you might get that like 20% group or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, but that's like 80% of people that need help. They need just a step forward.
For sure.
And I think the way you approach it is very good because you're getting that 80% to at least take a step forward
Mm-hmm.
and to live their best life.
For sure.
So it's just like that. You're like, hey, let me help you get that step forward.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, it's like between you and the results you want, a lot of people they just see that and
Yeah.
they get caught up in that and they
Mm-hmm.
don't start.
They don't start. Yeah. Whether it's an investment that they have to put up front or the time that they have to sacrifice or not being able to do certain things, right? Like drinking every weekend or eating out all the time. Like
Yeah.
being able to sacrifice those little things and showing them that, hey, maybe you don't have to sacrifice all of that or showing them like, yo, the investment maybe is not that heavy considering what you do on the back end, right? And just
Yeah.
kind of showing them, like you mentioned, a reality of what they're going through. And also a reality, what I have done recently is that I show them the reality of where they're going,
Mm.
right? Based off what they're doing now. So if your investment, you can't invest with me right now, or you can't invest to change your life right now, that's totally fine. But you haven't been ready for the last year. So are you
Mm.
willing to go another year?
Oh yeah.
And if you do go another year, trust me, you're not going to be 20 pounds overweight. You might be now 25, 26.
Oh damn.
Are you willing to go through that?
Yeah.
And then now psychologically, they're like, well, this is where I'm heading. Like, I'm
Mm.
not going to, I haven't changed anything. So when you present it that way, again, it takes instead of like forcing a program down them or forcing them to change, you're now saying that, hey, if you're not willing to change, this is what it's going to look like for you.
Yeah.
And you're just presenting them again what they're already doing and where they're going versus where they could go.
Mm-hmm.
And so again, just giving them a more realistic and realistic perspective.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think like in long term, you can have a giant community of like hundreds or even thousands of people because you're the one that's breaking the mold for them.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one that's like you're the starter engine. Like boom.
Exactly, man. And I'm very fortunate in the trajectory that things have been going, right? And
Mm-hmm.
like I said, there's many avenues to what fear is instead of just being a gym where
Mm-hmm.
we're working with where I'm working and mentoring other coaches. Like I mentioned, I'm mentoring 10 other coaches right now, building their businesses, their personal brands. There's not another private facility that lets you come in
Mm-hmm.
and build your personal brand under their roof
Mm-hmm.
while still giving you the tools, the resources, and the mentorship to fuel
And the gym.
and the gym to fuel that, right? To
Yeah.
fuel that. So why do I do it? Is because at the end of the day, my impact
Yeah.
is like this, right?
Yeah.
Compared to all of this that I got to get to.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can teach other people the same passion and the same impact and the same systems,
Yeah.
aren't we adhering to the mission
Yeah.
of helping more people, right? And where a lot of people and a lot of businesses and a lot of entrepreneurs, they want all,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't realize, and I've realized early, is that you can't have all, but you can teach others
Mm-hmm.
so that you can get all of it. And I've built that funnel, that umbrella at Fear. So it's the one place where you can go to get crazy results,
Mm-hmm.
to be in a private space that you can call your own,
Mm-hmm.
to get high end amenities in a local environment.
Yeah, San Leandro, no one
Like
else has it.
no, there's no other gym that has high end amenities, an
Mm-hmm.
infrared sauna, none of that.
Mm.
Hmm.
That's crazy. How do you deal with the negativity? A lot of people are negative. Especially in this economy right now, like
Yeah.
2025. I will say it's like a correction year or a slowdown year. But how do you deal with all the negativity of people spewing out negative stuff because they're in pain or something like that?
Honestly, is to tell you the truth, man, is if you stay in your lane.
Mm-hmm.
I used to feed into all of that, right? Where negative comments come in this way, negative comments come in this way. Who's saying what? Why are they saying this? Is it me? Is it them? And I realized I was expending so much energy trying to figure out why instead of just staying in my lane and realizing me staying in my lane is the reason why all the noise is being created. And so the more I could stay in my lane, there will constantly be noise, but I'm not getting distracted from it because I
Mm.
have my mission. And I feel that the best way to deal with negativity or to deal with pressure and all that is stay in your lane. Stay where you want to go to. Don't listen to the noise. Don't listen to what people have to say. Because at the end of the day, whether you're doing good, when you're doing really well and you're elevating yourself, people will talk. And when you aren't elevating yourself, that's when things are starting to get quiet. And you shouldn't be looking for quiet,
Mm.
right? You shouldn't be looking for quiet. I call it there's beauty within the chaos is a phrase that I've developed and I live by, and you guys will start seeing merch coming out with that soon. So stay on the lookout for that. But there's beauty within the chaos,
That's
and
so true.
once you're able to embrace that chaos and say, "Hey, the chaos is part of the reason why I'm able to get to that next step," you stop looking at it as pressure and you start looking at it as an opportunity to grow.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. You're right. Like the thing is like, I work with a lot of entrepreneurs, like over 130 of them, right? And the ones that tend
Slight
to be
flex.
successful, I look at their business model and I was like, why is it so chaotic?
Yeah.
But like the straight path, like you would think logically it would work. It's not. It's just like it just the way it's structured. It's so
Mm-hmm.
crazy, bro.
It
Like
is. It is, and it takes longer, right? And that's why a lot of people they get caught up with trying so many different avenues, or they want to try to speed that process up.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas myself, I know the bigger vision, so I know what I'm going to end up doing is going to take a lot more time than just if it was just fitness. You know, if it was just fitness, could have blown this thing up to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
But I want more. Like, I want to offer more value. I want to offer more. So I know it takes a little bit more time. So where I'm going is that if you understand your timeline and you're
Oh, I like
willing
that. I like that.
and you're willing to work within your timeline,
Yeah.
then yes, it might take longer, but you don't ever feel rushed. You don't ever feel pressure because you know where you're going to go.
Damn. I think
Right?
we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you can't break people's timeline. You have
Yeah.
to let them succeed in that timeline.
Mm-hmm.
You could help them, but you can't like break it.
Yeah.
And you gotta just focus on your timeline.
For sure. And even, we talked about it very briefly, but even we've been working together now, getting close to a year. If not, we've touched a year almost, or getting close to it. But when we were talking in January, there were a lot of things that you were saying to me and like we needed to work on. But I was like, yo, I can't work on these things yet because I haven't developed the things that I needed to work on, right? My systems weren't fully developed to where I was able to get on that point of the timeline to really blow things up, right? So, but if I was rushing it, I would have came to you and be like, yeah, let's just figure it out, bro. Let's just do this. And it wouldn't have gone, the traction wouldn't have gone to where it needed to, right? Because it was rushed.
You let it organically.
Let it organically build. Yes, it takes longer,
Yeah.
but when you get to that point, what's stopping you now?
Yeah. And that's why like, we both introduced the recurring model into our business. Cause like, usually we charge a lot of money. Like,
Yeah.
like to work with us is 3, 5, 7, 10K, 20K to promo a business. But now we have tons of people on recurring. But the cool thing is we get to see them succeed in their timeline. Some people might be 90 days. Some people might be like, 8 months or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but then when they do hit it, they're in control,
Exactly.
right? They have the system in place. The lead comes in. It has, it's crazy, bro. You can't skip step 2, even in the leads process, because you're talking to cold stranger, right? And it's like step 1, 2, 3. You skip any of the step, there's gonna be some conflicts.
It doesn't work.
Right?
I've tried it.
Yeah, me too.
I've honestly tried everything. I've tried skipping steps. It doesn't work. It doesn't
like
work.
you have to it's like you borrow a little bit from like school where it's like, hey, the teacher's gonna go to curriculum 1, 2, and 3, but you use your system to let them organically absorb that information.
Yep.
It's so crazy, bro.
It's crazy, man.
Business is the hardest game I've ever played.
Oh man.
I don't know. Like, what was your biggest business lessons, bro? Like, last
Patience.
couple years.
Patience, man, and honestly, confidence. I think these last 7 months, personally for me, and the shift that's happened in my business and just myself has just been a confidence switch. Realizing again, understanding your timeline, understanding where you are and why you're there, understanding where you're going and how to get there, and that even if I know where I'm going to get to, right? Like the big goal is in 2027. I'm planning on opening Fear the Big Gym, right, in the East Bay region. So y'all stay on the lookout for that. I'm planning on it being anywhere between an 8 to an 11, 12,000 square foot facility. So we are making moves, and the vision is getting a lot bigger within a year and a half now. So, but I understand that in order to get there, there's multiple steps that have to get hit first, right? So, understanding those steps, but being patient enough to realize that, okay, I'm here, and being content with I'm here right now, but I'm not going to stay here.
That's the best thing I've heard all day.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Because a lot of people are like, oh, whoever's over there is getting that, whatever. Like, but then again, that person has been putting in work 5 years.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
You don't know that. You don't know that because maybe they just started doing content.
Yeah.
Right. And I think as entrepreneurs, one thing that we're all scared, or maybe not scared, but are nervous about is reaching out to those people that we aspire to be like, or that we want advice from, right? Doesn't necessarily always have to be like free advice, but you can ask a general question. Like, okay, hey, I've seen you've been doing well this last month. What have you changed? You're not asking for the sauce, but maybe their little thing might be confidence. I got more confident in what I'm offering. Or maybe it's I locked in with Zoom,
Yeah,
right?
bro. I had another student like 2 days ago. He just showed me he made like 125K in the last 10 months or something, and while working 9 to 5.
See?
And one of the things we did was we just told him, instead of like making content about other stuff, have you speak on camera.
Mm-hmm.
But then like that booms all the other aspect of
Yeah.
his life instead of like just whatever that one thing he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I got a
Nice.
couple of people to make six figures under. It's not like the one-on-one like business client, but it's
Yeah.
like a content creator.
Got you. Yeah.
So I got a couple to make six figures. It's pretty
Okay,
wild.
man. Yeah, me too. 6 figures in a month. That was the goal right now, man.
Yeah.
We got to hit that. And yeah, no, I mean, I've been really enjoying my experience working with you, man. I think it's also put the pressure on me
Mm-hmm.
to make things happen because I'm like, yo, I need to get here,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I can't get here unless I take care of this, right? So I think that's the biggest lesson for me in my entrepreneurship journey. And what I tell the mentees and the other coaches that I train, right, is be patient with where you're at, but understand that where you want to go takes a lot more work than what it took to get to where you are right now.
Yep.
And a lot of people that get stuck in this journey, they get stuck in this path, is that they work their ass off to get here. And then they're like, damn, okay, I did that. Now I got to get here with the same effort. It will not work,
Mm-hmm.
right? As the hill gets steeper, you can't start off just by gradually walking like you did in the beginning when you're at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand that concept.
Mm-hmm.
And so where I think the value comes where with me working with other coaches is that you create that shortcut for them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go slide down the hill and then find your way back up.
Mm-hmm.
The second you start sliding, I'm gonna catch you and I'm gonna tell you like, yo, let me give you that little boost up. You start slipping, bro.
See, that's why you build like your love from the coach's side, the client side, because you're building a community. It's
Yep.
not like, oh yeah, join my gym, get this membership. It's like, how can we win, together? Not just, and you help. The thing is, like, you put confidence in people when they work out with you, and they take that to their business, and they do well on that side.
Exactly.
That's the foundation. You're helping them
Mm-hmm.
build a foundation for like their goals and
For
stuff
sure.
like that.
And it's not always 100%, right? And a lot of what I do and what I offer is really reliant on the person and how much they want to work as well.
Mm.
A lot of people don't understand that. Is that you can get every single ingredient, but if you don't stand at the stove and put it together to cook, you have nothing. You just
Yeah.
have ingredients,
Damn.
right? And so I feel like that's where I really want to start really educating not just trainers, but just anybody that's aspiring to be an entrepreneur, is educating them and saying, like, one, if you want to become an entrepreneur full time, it's going to take you way more work than it would for a 9 to 5. So I tell people, if you want to quit your 9 to 5, let's say you make a 60K salary and you work, I don't know, let's just throw 365 days out the year to make 60K, regardless of how you show up to work, you make that. Now you're taking 60K away. You would have to work way harder to now get that 60K because there's no safety net.
Oh yeah,
It's all you.
Hunting and gathering.
You're
bro.
hunting and gathering.
Yeah.
And I let people know that, yes, it sounds scary,
Yeah,
but you don't have to do it alone.
that's true. And I'm also the same guy that spent 60K in a day too.
Yep.
That birthday, my birthday. That was hella funny.
Look, we trying to get to that, man. Spending 60K just for fun. Just for
Yeah.
fun.
Well, I mean, I made it an event, business.
Yeah,
event.
you made the event.
Yeah, but it's like, I charge everyone a ticket to come. I mean, that's 60K. Yes, we made 60, but we also spent 60 on that. But I was like, in my mind, I was like, I just wanted to do something cool for my birthday.
Yeah.
So, but like, I'm not at the level of like some of the entrepreneur I work with, but like I'm running things, like I build first, and then we fix later. Even
Yeah.
for like some of the courses, the school I do, we build first and we adjust as we go. Because if we don't, but like I'm getting closer to my first million, which is pretty insane, right?
Come on, man.
But
Congratulations.
but it's like I didn't like
Yeah.
do it perfectly,
For sure.
Yeah. And for me, I was like, damn, man, I hit like a 6-figure in a month twice. How do I keep replicating that? See, I actually like threw my bed away.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I went to like a Big Five or whatever, one of the sporting stores. I bought like the camping thing, So I made sure I make my bed uncomfortable so that
Yeah.
I that
No
way
need to
I'm
sleep. We're working.
Yeah.
And you know, that's that drive. And I hope that people, when they watch this, they just heard what he said. He took away his bed because he didn't want to sleep comfortably because he has to wake up and work. If you and I have that similar mindset, I'm not throwing away my bed, but I have the similar mindset as if you're not obsessed with leveling up,
Yeah.
when this is all you do,
Yeah.
you won't. It's impossible to gain that traction or to get to where you want to get to. Everybody that I know, and from stories that you tell me from people that you work with, everybody that's at that level is obsessed
Bro,
with
they're
what they
fucking
do.
crazy, bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's like,
And when I'm presenting that to others, and I'm like, yeah, sorry if I'm coming off crazy, but I put my life in this, right?
yeah. That's, bro, it's fucking crazy. But that's what people buy, though.
Yeah.
They buy the stuff you sell because they want to be closer to that mindset. I don't know, whatever it is.
For sure, for
It's
sure.
just the grind or like the hustle, whatever.
Yeah.
But like I see it as like, oh, you get this one life. What are you gonna do with it? You know.
Yep.
And for me, like I already ran across America. That was like the one thing I got to do. So everything else would just fall into place.
For sure.
You know. But yeah, now I'm just enjoying life a little bit more. But I know I need another bigger goal to lock in, because when I
Gotcha.
had that, hey, I'm gonna run across America.
You had that fire.
I got that fire, so I need
Yeah.
the next fire.
Hey, $1 million.
Yeah,
That's fire right there.
I mean, that's I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's cool.
Yeah,
But
that's cool, but you talking about something that, because I mean, there was a lot of impact
yeah,
that came from that, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of lessons that you've taken from that one, you can't really necessarily teach somebody. They have to kind of endure the pain that you had to go through, and
Yeah.
go through all the obstacles you had to go through in order to know how to overcome that, right? I'm sure there were times where you're like, you know what, I'm about to hop in this RV with you, bro. Let's go home. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But you pushed through, you got it done, and now that took your mentality to a whole different level, to where now you're like, everything else is kind of easy.
Yeah. Everything
Yeah.
else is kind of easy. It's just like I need to like set up the system process where like the system will beat habits. So
Yeah.
the system that's habits, and human, like sometimes we fall short, but the system won't fall short.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I'm building the next thing, because when I was building my business the first time, it was like crazy. It was like too much hustle,
Yeah.
a lot of burnout, like that, right? But a lot of breakthrough at the same time.
Yeah.
So we're on the second phase of the business now, where everything's more stable,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like we got profit in every deal, but then now we're like, what's the next
Got you.
thing?
Yeah.
Like what is the
And that's cool, man. You're on phase 3. I'm in phase 2 of my business now. I'm finally out of operating, finally out of building the gym out. Like, I'm finally done. Thank God.
yeah.
All right. It took a while, but now phase 2, where I'm coming to you and I'm like, yo, like, let's get this next step rolling. And
Yeah.
but it ties right back into what we were saying, right? Understanding that it takes that step, and now being in this new phase, it's kind of like you kind of have that sensation where you're like, man, where do I go right now, right? It's
Yeah,
kind of like back to a clean slate, but it's a great feeling.
It's a clean slate at floor number 2,
Exactly.
right? But you're not in floor number 1.
No,
you already
no.
won floor number. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's you're just climbing that
Mm-hmm.
that I don't know, that building or whatever.
For sure, man. And it's like you said, it's been a journey, and it's something that you build out, but it's never perfect.
Yeah.
Right. And so understanding that you'll never, I mean, we talked about it now. We were trying to work on one of my pages, and we were saying that it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
It just has to look the part.
Yeah.
Don't worry about spending time on making it look perfect or trying to have it like the big boom. The big boom will come the more you just put the right things out.
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm going to be taking away, obviously, just from every time we link up.
We're doing the infinite like testimonial funnels.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the top part good, but then it's just you already have like you help a lot of people. I help over 100 people, so now I'm collecting a testimony.
But
when they land on the page, it's like
it's
unlimited,
just boom,
right?
boom.
With the good automation stuff.
Yeah,
in the
so I'm
back
gonna go ahead and send you that today, because that's
it's
already
just like
there. It's there.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man. So I'm
Because
excited.
we're going into a different timeline where back in the day it used to be like this big elaborate landing page and websites and stuff like that. But now, because you build a personal brand, they already know you.
Yeah.
You don't have to reintroduce yourself because if you're building a good brand, you don't have to.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's again, if you don't do that work on yourself, all your business and all that stuff, it honestly means nothing, you guys. And again, this year for me, 2025 has really been honing in on myself and really trying to figure out like who do I want to become, right? Like what is my who am I aside from fear?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I spent so much time building fear in the last 3 years that coming off, or like, November, December, finishing off the last year was like going into this year, fear is there, it's done. But now who am I? I got so lost in building fear that I was losing myself. And it took from November until today for me to really figure out exactly who I am and step into that direction and move into that person and that purpose, right? And I feel like that's something that I've carried with me through fear, through our community, through our coaches, and they've seen that switch not only in myself, but they've seen the switch in the business, from the upgrades, from what things are looking like, from the systems being built. That didn't come just because somebody was like, okay, here, do this, do this, do this, because I've always had that. But that came from me understanding who I wanted to be, who I wanted to become, and how to get there. And that's something that for me has really changed in the sense of like just being more confident in yourself, confident in what you're putting out there, and that spews into everything else, man. It's crazy. I don't know how to explain it, but it's been a crazy like revitalization, I guess. I'm just like a whole new person than who I was in December.
No, I could tell the
It's
energy's
crazy.
all different. Energy's all different. Yeah, man. I always ask myself the question like, what would you do if you have no fear?
Yeah.
You know, and what would you do if you can never lose? I always ask myself that. Even in there's time where like I'm struggling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a crazy question, right?
It is.
Because then
It is.
like let's say you're struggling, you're at rock bottom or whatever, and you ask yourself, hey, what would I do if I could never lose? And you take those action,
Yep.
and there's somehow you results that you don't lose.
Yeah.
It's crazy, even if you're at the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, it's crazy, man.
And that it just understanding where you want to go, right? And if you're content at that moment with saying, "Hey, I know I'm at the bottom right now." If you can look at yourself and say, "Hey, this is where I'm at right now, but this is not where I'm about to be."
Yeah.
So what can I do right now if I had just nothing to lose?
Yeah.
What would my next step be? But if you're not content with understanding that you're at rock bottom right now, you can't think past that.
You're gonna dig even deeper.
You're gonna dig. You're gonna keep digging that hole, and again,
spiral.
yes, you just spiral out of control.
Because you can spiral up or down. You
Yeah.
just pick one. You can never stay still. You
Could never
it's
stay
up or
still.
down.
Yeah, it's been a crazy thing, man. And I think it's just you have to go through these things, right? You have to ask yourself these questions. You have to sit down and break yourself down and journal or whatever it is. But we have to be honest with ourselves at the end of the day. And I think that's something that a lot of people are scared to do because, man, look, I did it to myself in November and December where I had to sit down and I had to write down all my flaws. That list started getting longer and longer, and I'm like, wait a minute, right? But most people would run from that and be like, nah, right? Whereas for myself, I'm like, okay, this is, and I'm calling myself out, right? Nobody's telling me this, but if I'm able to break myself down and find out my flaws, well, if I can find my flaws, I can also find my solutions, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So if I find my solutions and I know that I need to budget or I need to spend more time on my fitness or I need to hone in on whatever it is, well, then now you have your actions,
Crazy.
right? You just now wrote your own roadmap.
Damn.
So now it's up to you. Are you going to follow that roadmap or are you just going to ignore what you just did and continue doing what you're doing? So like you mentioned, you spiral up.
Yeah.
Or are you going to continue spiraling down?
Yeah. There's no in between.
There's no in between.
Life
There's
is so
no
crazy.
In-between. It is crazy, man. But once you kind of figure out I call it like the matrix, and it's not the matrix and the conspiracy theories that they're talking about. My matrix and what I'm talking about is just getting out of the like status quo, right? Things that the disbelief system, thinking that you can't obtain something because maybe it's too crazy of a goal, or thinking that you don't have enough money or you're not the person with enough connections. I never thought I could build a gym with 200 members in it. I never thought,
sick, bro.
in a 2,000 square foot facility, I have 200 members. I have 10
That
coaches working
that
out
is
of there,
sick.
right? Like that, I never thought that was feasible when I was working where I was training people in my backyard,
Mm,
right? Like I
mm,
never thought
mm.
that was going to come from it. I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't necessarily know that it was going to be that big, that fast.
Damn.
But I always knew that I had a purpose, and that was to
Wow.
create impact. So regardless of what the vision was, I knew I had purpose, and I let purpose fuel me, right? And not be moved by money or moved by my rock bottoms or moved by the highs, right?
Damn.
It's just being able to continue staying in that lane, and I'm gonna just keep going with my purpose. We have big months, we have down months, keep moving with your purpose. And that's how you don't get swayed in when things are going good or when things are going bad.
That's a viral moment right there. That's a genuine as it will get. That's a
Yeah, man. And I mean, from the last time we spoke, bro, to how I'm speaking now, it's a whole different person, right? And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just I'm way more confident in what, and it's not results based,
Uh,
right? Because all that took so much work that people probably would never even know how
oh,
much that took, right?
yeah,
But it's not results based in why I'm talking like this or moving like this. I still have my own struggles. It's just I'm so much more comfortable with who I've become and who I am and
damn,
who I'm becoming,
damn.
and that took a lot in breaking myself down and realize the areas which I was pretty bad at. Um, but when we realize that we are the only thing that's holding us back from becoming who we want to be. You start realize looking at life a lot differently and time.
That's some banger, bro. That's
Hmm.
you're cooking over there. No, I remember when we first met. You're like, oh man, I don't know if I can talk on camera. It's like, and we're like, hey, no, it's not about that. Just speak from your heart,
Yeah.
because that's where the real message is.
Hmm.
And yes, it might not be perfect the way you want it, but a lot of the clients I work with, like a lot of the viral video, it's
Yeah.
not the perfect message.
Hmm.
It's them articulating that message where it's at, but it's so real that people get chills.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think like with the current situation we're going in, we're looking for authenticity more than ever.
That's the and I if you guys follow the fitness industry, influencers and all that, I hope you guys are seeing the shift in that world, right? Like the influencer scene is dying,
Mhm.
right? The big brands and all that are starting to dwindle down. Like they have to do more collabs if you guys are noticing.
Yeah,
Like
I seen
you
that.
see like not even saying names, but there's like bigger brands that are now having to collab to create something new because their own fire is starting to fizzle out, right?
Mhm.
And that's because maybe they're authentic or whatnot, but I feel like authenticity always will win.
Mhm.
And even if it's not the biggest brand or that pumps the most money or gets the most sponsors, if it's the most relatable, you have an opportunity to win. Because a lot of those bigger brands, a lot of those bigger organizations, they get to a point where they're not relatable anymore.
Yeah, it's
You
just
know,
all about like money for them.
all about money, all about fitting a specific look or feeding into a specific audience and all that, which is great for that model.
Hmm.
But in the end, it can only last so long,
Yeah.
right? Because times change, people change, the interests change. So at one point, like we seen a few years ago, the influencer industry was booming.
Oh,
Everybody
it's
wanted to be
crazy.
an influencer, right?
Hmm.
Whereas now, people are more tied into people that they can relate to, people that look like them,
Hmm.
people that go through similar struggles, right? And people that go through hardships.
Hmm.
That's more relatable now, what people buy into essentially, because they can be like, hey, this guy's going through this too,
Yeah.
right? Versus, oh man, this guy looks shredder, or this guy's a multimillionaire driving a Lambo. Like, that's all cool,
Hmm.
but how many, like 10%, less than 10% of people will obtain that?
Bro, that's not even
It's
1%.
not even 1%, right? Like, not even 1%. So it becomes a fantasy, an
Yeah.
obtainable fantasy at that point,
Yeah.
right? So,
But we're going into it's called a founder led brand era.
founder led brand era.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're a business owner and you could talk on camera, this is the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the time. Like you could put a message down. You're a business owner, bro. The thing is, like, think of a brand, right? They have to go hire a bunch of people in between to make the video, the message.
Yeah.
But you can just pull out your phone. Hey, yo, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But along the way, they don't have that confidence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like it's just split so
For sure.
thin. But then now it's the founder led brand because technology has leveled the playing field for the small and the big brand.
Yeah.
So now we just happen to, and this is the start of this phase too. You know, like just want to let you know too as well. It's been like 3 months in or whatever, so it's the founder led brand. So now the power is in your hand
Yeah.
because technology has leveled the playing field.
Exactly.
So we're kind of in a good spot actually.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people are scared with the technology, and a lot of people are scared just of with a lot of change, right? Like change is scary, like obviously, but I find it exciting because, like you mentioned, it leveled out the playing field.
Mm-hmm.
And so for somebody like myself, a smaller brand or that doesn't have a whole operating team, right? Like assistants and so forth, like it helps out a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we are honed into that and actually doing the work necessary, the research necessary, learning the skills of how we can use it to our advantage. And it's been a game changer.
My next, we'll wrap this podcast
Yep.
up soon, but my next goal is to go to San Leandro High School. You know how like the graduation they give out scholarship and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you give out scholarship, they let you do a speech.
Oh wow.
So I'll probably
Okay.
give out a couple scholarship and do some promo.
Hey, for real. Look, I'm over here cooking in my head. I'm like, okay, like I got
bro,
some scholarship offers I could throw out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I'm
okay.
gonna do it for me too.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool, right? It's like a whole coming around, like the whole story. You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Sorry, I'm cooking that idea. I'm cooking ideas in my head
Hey.
right now, yo. I'm telling you.
Bro.
It's crazy.
Hey, this is cooking live on the podcast, right? Think
No,
about it.
for real.
You're the brand for San Leandro, right?
Yeah.
But like, think about it, bro. The audio, like the graduation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're in front of all the parents and the kids
Exactly.
of San Leandro,
Yeah.
and
There's just a lot of,
you
they're
can't
looking
buy
for
the ads,
opportunity.
bro. You can't buy the ads as good as like
Yeah.
there's I don't know like 1,000. You know what I'm talking about, right? The
Mhm.
stage,
Yeah, for sure.
or
For
Burrell
sure.
Field, or
Yeah.
or even the auditorium.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Yeah.
whole different sauce. See, you
It's
guys
a
can
whole-
pick up win locally.
For sure.
You just get up there and be like, hey, look, we're here to support, bro.
Oh, that's a whole thing. Just a quick 2-3 minute speech, and boom, you did your thing.
Yeah, but
All
the
right.
thing is you're not taking advantage of anybody.
Yeah, no,
You're
not
giving
at all.
away a scholarship, and you're gonna change the course of their life forever.
For sure, you're creating opportunities. Creating opportunities.
Crazy.
Yeah, it looks like a hustle because you got to get out there. Somebody got to go do it, right?
But you're brave enough to get on the stage in front of thousands of people to be like, hey, we're gonna change your life. But also we're gonna sponsor some college stuff,
for sure.
whatever.
But you're also willing to give back. That's the thing, right? You're
Yeah.
willing to give the game. You're willing to give opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's something that differentiates how far you go as an entrepreneur.
It's a
as
different
business.
different level of game.
It's a different level because you can only go so far. But if your mission is to help others follow your mission,
Yeah.
you can get there so much faster.
Crazy.
You can get there, and you have a skill, you have a value that you can offer, right? So if you can bless somebody else
Mm-hmm.
and maybe teach them this skill that they can take to others,
Yeah.
look what you're just creating, right? You're
Yeah.
now creating a whole snowball effect that all started with you giving somebody a chance.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we might be on mark this podcast. Might be on the next graduation for San Leandro.
Hey, don't put it away. I know people that work in San Leandro that
Yeah.
that are in the that with the staff, so
Bro,
I can easily set that up.
I'll put on like a nice shirt.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Well, we'll talk after this because I know her, so we can. She's a counselor or she works in the school, so we can easily set that up for sure.
Cut the check, bro. Cut the check.
Got you.
Yeah,
Okay,
cut the
we'll
check.
tap in with that one.
Yeah.
Well, y'all just got live game right now, man. We cooking up, man. It's all helping each other, right? It's collaboration over competition at all times, man, and that's something that the Bay Area really needs right now.
Mm-hmm.
The cool thing is that the Bay Area is starting to really, everybody's starting to get on their hustle. People are starting to realize bigger visions right now, which is super cool. I'm excited about that. A lot of new, fresh energy. But if we could continue coming together, you guys, keep coming together, keep helping each other out and finding ways that we can motivate one another, support one another, even if it's a share or showing up to an event, whatever it is, that creates so much impact and puts you and your brand in a much better light. And once you guys realize that, the whole Bay Area starts coming like this, you guys, because we all have value that we can all help one another out. Nobody's bigger than anybody else. And if we come together, you start realizing that and how much bigger we can all get together. So that's kind of my message to the Bay, man, is just that let's all focus on finding ways that we can support one another, because we have a lot of talented, smart, hustling individuals here in the Bay Area. And I feel like if they just have more camaraderie and a platform and showing and people that actually want to help them, I think we can really do something big in this place, man, because we have a lot of talented people out here. A lot of talented people.
Wow.
Yeah. So, that's a cool little message for everybody out there. Just know, hey, it's collaboration over competition. I fear 100%, man. And we partner up with local businesses all the time. And whether it's small bit coffee shops, whatever it is, we partner up with them, bring them to Fear to do like their little pop-ups or whatnot. Because again, if we can, it just makes everything bigger, right? And it just brings more value to our community too.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I usually ask the client to do a sales pitch after the podcast. But you just did it.
Well, in the end, man, look, if you guys are ever want to connect with me, I'm always open. My door's open, always open. You guys are able to connect with me directly through Instagram. My Instagram is Fear Training. Shoot me a DM. Check out the content. Come by Fear. The address, guys can go to Fear Training LLC. That's the website, or you can just check out that Instagram as well, the gym page. The address is on there. Come check us out in San Leandro, man. If you're somebody that's looking to not only transform their bodies, elevate their mindset, and also elevate your business, for you coaches out there, and you want a place that you can call your own, build your personal brand, get crazy results, and have that mentorship that can help you push you to that next level, hey, man, please shoot us a DM. I'd love to go ahead and talk with you and have you guys come by and check out what we got going on, man, because, hey, the table's getting bigger and bigger, and there's plenty for all of us to eat. So come pull up, and we'll get you right.
Damn. All right,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
Thank you for being part of the podcast
No
today.
doubt,
And,
man. No
this
doubt.
is by far one of the best ones, So
I appreciate you, man. This is a huge opportunity, and I've always enjoyed our conversations and our link ups every single time, man. And you're somebody that I highly look up to, bro. And you've helped me out a lot in my journey, even if you don't ever know it. But you've helped me out a lot, bro. And just your hustle, how you approach your business, and just your growth, obviously, man. So keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep blessing people, and I really appreciate that you are willing to work, and that's for everybody. Zune is somebody that's not only willing to work with people that are multi-millionaires, right? But he's also willing to work with the people that are not. And that is not everybody out there who's willing to put in the same energy and the same value to the people at the top and those that are trying to get there. So that's something that I highly commend you, bro. And that's something that there's a main reason why I'm going to continue having a long-lasting business relationship and partnership with you, is because I can see how genuine you are about this. So I appreciate you for this opportunity, man, and let's keep growing, bro.
I appreciate you.
No doubt, bro.
Yeah. And then let me close out right here. Just because you're starting your business doesn't mean, you're at the bottom. It's so crazy because we had one guy who did a 10-week campaign, he bought a Lambo.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 weeks. Look at that.
Like, that's our fastest one yet.
Yeah.
Our fastest transformation so far. But
For sure.
yeah, bro, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate you. And
Appreciate you, man.
thank you guys for watching. Info in the description.
For sure.